Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wittenberg, Wisconsin for tonight's CWC large matchup between the visiting Spencer Columbus Rockets and the host Wittenberg Chargers. Daytown Justin Krzyzewski here in Wittenberg alongside me, the producer extraordinaire, Vinny. And we got ourselves a good ball game on hand here. And it's a classic CWC large matchup. Both teams come into this one and one, both trending in different directions. The Spencer Columbus Rockets come off a big loss. Let's put it that way. It was a tough loss against a very good Colby team. That Colby defense looks to be one of the best in the state once again this year. They lost 38-0 on that Saturday of last week. A little bit different kind of rain story this week. Last week it was a heavy storm with a lot of lightning. Today all day it was what they call a farmer's rain, a nice soaking rain all day long. We'll have to keep an eye on that one as the game goes along. Let's go over the team stats and individual stats for the Rockets. Offensively, the Spencer Columbus Rockets putting up 25.5 points per game, and it's big time on the ground rushing attack for the Rockets, 220 yards per game with 7 touchdowns. They'll throw in a couple passes in there for about 21 yards per game. Defense has been the struggle, though, for the Rockets. They need to get a little bit better on that. They're not terrible. They got a good secondary with 3 interceptions so far in the year, but they're giving up 194 rushing yards per game with 6 touchdowns, 33 points per game also given up. They're led on offense, of course, by Brock Bennington, running back, 22 attempts, 265 yards on the young campaign, 3 touchdowns. Will Gorst, 12 carries, 102 yards, 1 touchdown, and Cole Timler, 11 attempts, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And now for the host, Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers. They're coming off a big victory against another big team, powerhouse school, Iowa Scandinavia, 47-14 victory. And it's been Wittenberg-Birnamwood's offense that's been leading the charge here. They're averaging 574 yards per game, and it's a lot on the ground and a lot through the air. Early on in the season, though, got to remember that, folks. 362 yards per game on the ground with 7 touchdowns, 212 passing yards per game. But once again, another tough defense for the Rockets to face up against today. Their defense allows 8 points per game, does the Chargers defense. And there is not a lot of yards here. 28 yards on the ground given up per game and 28 through the air. So a tough defense for the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers, and I wonder if I didn't write down the wrong stats here, so I'll maybe have to double-check that as the day goes on. But it's a tough defense nonetheless. The Chargers defense also has 1 interception so far in the year. They're led on offense by Ben Wesolowski, 16 of 27 passing, 345 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's through 2 weeks of the season already, 7 touchdowns and 1 interception. And he also has 22 rushing attempts for 436 yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, they also have Jack Fraza, 17 carries, 136 yards, 3 touchdowns, and through the air, Caden Schmidt and Luke Musha, 5 receptions, 110 yards for Luke, 3 touchdowns, and Caden Schmidt, 7 receptions, 143 yards, and 3 touchdowns as well. We are moments away from the national anthem here on a chilly night. Nothing like welcoming in September football with a 55-degree night here. Wind's going to be coming out of the east at 7 miles per hour, and it's going to be pretty much on and off rain throughout the evening. And we are going to step aside for a commercial. Let's step aside away for a commercial here as we're moments away from the national anthem. National anthem in a minute. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. so you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
An absolute beautiful rendition of the national anthem here, sung by a senior here from Wittenberg-Birnamwood. And what a better way to get yourself ready for football on a Friday night than a national anthem like that. So we got the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers here hosting the Spencer Columbus Rockets here. CWC large action, first conference matchup for both these teams. And no better way to start the season in a conference game with a win. Both teams hungry for a win. So, and they're going to need it. This is CWC Large is a tough conference. They got Amherst, Manawa, Nakusa, Shiocton, Spencer Columbus, Stratford, WIAA, Fremont, and Wittenberg-Birnamwood. This is not an easy conference to win, folks, especially when you got powerhouses like Amherst and Stratford in the same conference. Both teams introduced as teams for introductions this evening, and we are getting ready for some Friday night lights action. Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers won the toss. They chose to defer to the second half, so they will be kicking off from our right to the left. That is kicking from the west end zone into the east end zone. So we're going to see the Spencer Columbus Rockets first on offense. That rushing attack led by Brock Bennington and Will Gorst. They got 3 rushers in week 1 that were over 100 yards. They are definitely a rushing team, and tonight might be one of those nights, a little bit chillier night, first really cold matchup for football early on this season. Nothing like a little bit of ground and pound for a cold night of football to really get things going. And we'll see the Rockets on the field first. Looks like we got number 5 back to return for Wittenberg. That is, that is for Spencer Columbus is receiving. Number 5 for Spencer Columbus. That's Brock Bennington. And I believe it's number 4 on the next to him. That's Adler. So we're ready here. Teeing it up, Wittenberg-Birnamwood. It's going to be my first Friday night lights action. I missed the first 2 weeks. I didn't really miss last week. We all missed last week on Friday due to the rain. But definitely am ready for this. Wittenberg to kick off from our right to left. Approach, a nice booming kick to the far side. Going to be grabbed by Adler around the 15. He brings it up the far side across the 20, and he's got a good seam, and he's going to get dragged down at the 40 on the far sideline. And the Spencer Columbus Rockets will start in fairly good field position here this evening. Folks, if you don't know much about me, J-Town Justin Krzyzewski, I've been play-by-play for the Mosinee Indians on their radio for the last couple of years, so if I'm a little too much chatty Cathy, just let me know. Not used to having film to go along with my broadcasts. 1st and 10, ball marked at the 38-yard line of Spencer Columbus. Snap, in motion, Bennington. He's going to get the ball on the far side, pushing the pile forward, and he's got a big gain to start this one off. Give him a gain of 7 on the first down, 2nd down up and coming. That's a tough run by Bennington, or Brock Bennington, excuse me, the senior for the Rockets. Rockets kind of run that wing T pistol kind of formation. One receiver split far to the left. 2nd and a long 2 up and coming. Handoff coming around this near side. He's got the first down some more. That's Bennington once again. He crosses into Chargers territory and gets a first down inside the 40. As the rain starts to fall here in Wittenberg, a big gain from Bennington. Give him a gain of about 13 on the carry. 2 carries, already 20 yards for Bennington. 1st and 10 inside Wittenberg-Birnamwood territory. Motion man once again, snap, handoff going that far side. This time Wittenberg's got it sniffed out. That's number 10, Cole Timler. He's going to lose 2 on the carry, 2nd down up and coming. Second down and long here for the Rockets. The rain is falling down. Actually, it looks pretty like another, once again, a good farmer's rain here. A nice soaking rain coming on the field here in Wittenberg. Double tight, double wing formation out of the pistol. Marette, snap, handoff coming this side, bringing up pressure up the middle and brought down for a loss. Bennington's going to lose about 5 on the carry. Didn't see who made that play, but bursting through the line. That was a good read on that blitz. Wittenberg bringing a lot of pressure. 3rd and almost 20 up and coming. 3rd and about 19 we'll give it. That was a good read by that backer coming up, crashing through the line of scrimmage and staying with Bennington. Watch now if Wittenberg's going to change up their strategy here. A 3-4 shell here for the Chargers. Snap, handoff, it's a counter. Bennington going to try to get to the edge. He will cross the line of scrimmage, get some yardage back, and not get back to the original line of scrimmage. Still a good carry there, about 7 yards. Fourth down inside Charger territory. I see a couple linemen trotting off here. Expect the punt. With 4th and about 13 up and coming, that's going to be tough to try to go for. So try to flip the field position here and let your defense do some work. Returner back at around the 10-yard line for Wittenberg. Good snap, no pressure, and a good, nice line drive kick. Almost a knuckleball. Is going to bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. Switching it over here to Wittenberg's side. Wittenberg with their first possession of the game. Led on offense by Ben Weslowski. He's got 700 yards of total offense. He's got 10 total touchdowns. So we'll see what the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers have here. 80 yards to pay dirt. We'll see. Here we go. Slot left, slot right. Weslowski in the gun. Sending a man in motion now across the slot. Fakes the handoff. No, he gives it to him on a jet sweep. He's going to get the edge. He's going to bounce to the corner, get the first down and across, and knocked out of bounds there. A big gain there for number 21. Caden Schmidt. Give him a gain of about 16 on that carry. And the Chargers with a big play to start off their first possession here. Not to be outdone by the Rockets. 8:40 here in the first quarter. 0-0 game. Out of the pistol, trips to the left, lone receiver to the right side. Snap, toss play, coming to the near side. Stretching the field, looking for a corner, and he can't find anything. That's number 10, Freza, and he's going to lose close to 6 on the carry. Good outside contained by the Rockets. Timler on the tackle for Spencer Columbus. Second and about 14 up and coming here for the Chargers. 8:08 and counting. Trips to the right, lone receiver left side, out of the gun, running back to the right side of Weslowski. Fakes the handoff, rolling to the right, looking downfield, throwing it deep, and just overshooting his intended target there. Mouche on the intended target, was downfield, had a step, but just overthrown. A big third down here for the Rockets on defense. 7:51. No huddle offense for Wittenberg. Checks their arm pads, arm sleeves, gets the play and lines up. Stack slot on the near side. Now man coming in motion. Option, fake the pitch is Weslowski, and Weslowski drops the ball. Ball is loose. I was just about to say he was carrying it like a loaf of bread, and I think we got a turnover here. Yes, indeed. Turnover. I believe it was number 70 or 48 that came up with the ball. Nathan Rucker. And that's a big flip of field. Getting the ball almost back. Actually better yardage than where you punted it away. And that was a good game by Weslowski. Give him about 8 on the carry, but he was not holding on to that ball with 2 hands. He was holding it like a loaf of bread and dropped it. And it's raining, folks. That's going to be hard to hold on to that ball. Bennington in motion. Snap, handoff, and met in the backfield and brought down. Big hit there. I believe that was 21. And maybe that was Jack Fazva. Loss of 4. Give it a loss of 4 for Bennington on that carry. That was met in the backfield. Wittenberg-Birnamwood now quick adjustment, bringing up those middle backers on blitzes, trying to beat the offensive linemen at their own battle. Second and long here for the Rockets. Hard count. There is pressure, and they're going to get them off sides. What do you do when you got an aggressive defense? See how aggressive they are and give them the hard count. First penalty of the game is going to bring up a 2nd and 9. That's a good play call there by the Rockets. Inside 7 minutes here in the first quarter. 2nd and a long 9 up and coming for Spencer Columbus. On a rainy Friday night. Receivers 1 to each side, wing to the right side. Out of the pistol is Moretz. Double hard count, pressure shown. Straight drop. Isaac looking, throws it. He's got his man. That's Timler. He spins off a tackle and is going to get close to first down yardage, maybe a few yards short. Gain of about 6 on the reception. And that is a big play there. Seeing what they can get away with that hard count. Good job by Maritz to get out of the pocket and make a good completion there on the run. Quick to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 3 up and coming. Double tight, double wing formation. Out of the pistol. Timler in motion, gets the jet sweep. He puts his head down, tries to get first down yardage, and I don't think he's going to get much, if any. Give him a gain of none on the play. Spencer Columbus runs that almost an imitation snap count, which you can't, but they're not, where they clap their hands and all get set at the same time. Probably getting a little bit more aggressive here. 4th and a long 3 up and coming here for the Rockets. Going for it this time on 4th down. At the Wittenberg-Birnamwood 29-yard line. Double tight, double wing formation. Bennington behind. Timler in motion. Snap, and I think we have pre-snap movement. I've seen a lot of pointing, and it is a false start on the Rockets. That's going to back them up and make this 4th down a little bit more interesting. What do you do now on 4th and about 8? Rainy field conditions. 5 minutes left in the period here. 0-0 is the score. See what Spencer Columbus draws up here. They are going to go for it. 2 receivers to the right. Bennington in the slot. Out of the pistol, wing to the left side. Snap, looking to throw. Morat slips in the backfield, and Wittenberg-Birnamwood swallows him up. Loss of 5 on the sack. And a turnover on downs here for the Rockets gives Wittenberg the ball back. Maritz dropped back, had time initially, slipped with his back foot, and as soon as he was able to recover, Wittenberg-Birnamwood was right in his lap. 4:39 left. Slot left, slot right. Out of the gun is Weslowski. Running back flanking him to the right side. Snap, Weslowski dropping a throw. Time, all fly face, going deep. Throw, jump ball, and incomplete. Great coverage there, number 4 on coverage. Adler had great positioning. It looked like he could have even picked that ball off. But good job just to deflect it away and have an incomplete pass here. All 4 receivers, all fly face. We called it when I was in high school. Everybody goes deep. And Weslowski with the cannon he's got can definitely throw a jump ball to some of his tall receivers. 2nd and 10 here for the Chargers. Trips to the right, lone receiver to the left side. Out of the pistol. Weslowski snap, handoff, going up the middle with it. Breaking off tackles, pushing the pile, and then brought down after a short gain here. We'll have to get a number. Looks like number 10. That's Jack Fraza. Give him a gain of 4 on the carry. 3rd and 6 up and coming. Fast-paced first quarter here. Already 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Clicking away. Wittenberg-Birnamwood taking their time, checking their play sheets. Got it called up here. 3rd and a long 6, almost 7 up and coming here. Trips to the right, lone receiver left side, out of the pistol. Weslowski, high snap, bobbles it, broken play, and here comes Weslowski. Holding that ball loose again, but he's going to break it. He gets across to the 30. He can go all the way to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown on a 57-yard touchdown run by Ben Weslowski on a broken play. Goes for 6, and the Chargers are up here late in the first quarter. Big play by Weslowski. High snap, bobbled it. And he took off running. He's holding that ball like a loaf of bread again. One hand just swinging that ball around, but it didn't matter this time. Didn't get touched almost. And he went 57 yards for 6. 2-point conversion try up and coming. Slot man from left going to the right. Snap, handoff, fake, going end zone. Jump ball and incomplete. Score stays at 6-0. We're going to go to a commercial here. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And back here in Wittenberg, the score 6-0. A big 57-yard touchdown run from Ben Weslowski. 2-point conversion, no good. This time, I'd like to mention our sponsor, Fleet Farm. It's Fleet Farm Rewards gift card giveaway. 30 winners will receive a $1,000 Fleet Farm gift card. All you need to do is be a Fleet Rewards member and go to fleetfarm.com/sweepstakes to enter. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Gonna have to make sure I get entered in that. Kickoff here. Gonna go to Adler on the far side again. Picked up around the 20. Breaks a tackle on the far side and then just gets lit up. A big hit there on the far side. Around the 33-yard line. Spencer Columbus with the ball once again. Their third possession. They've had 2 really good possessions. Just got deep. Haven't been able to do much on them. And compared to Wittenberg-Birnamwood, 2 possessions, and they've been quick with a turnover and then a touchdown run by Weslowski. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Double wing, double tight formation here. Out of the pistol, here we go. Motion from left to right, snap, fake the counter, up the middle it goes. Good gain there of about 8 for, is that 45? 45 on the carry. That is Will Gorst. Give him a gain of 7. That's a good carry on that counter. Another thing you can do with an aggressive defense, the eyes are going to be in the backfield. They're coming down hard, crashing down, throwing that misdirection. The misdirection plays can go very far if run correctly. Trust me, I know. Lone receiver to left, double wing formation out of the pistol. Bennington in motion. Snap, handoff, going to him. Or excuse me, that might have been Adler. No, it was Bennington. Give him a gain of 1 for Bennington. 3rd and short. 2 to go here for the Rockets. This is a big 3rd down. This has been so far the story of the game here with 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been all about 3rd downs. We'll see what Spencer Columbus has written up here. Lone receiver right, double wing, Bennington in motion, snapped, handoff, going to the far side. He drops the ball. Ball is loose, and I believe Bennington will get it back here. Good hit there. Loss of 3 for Bennington. 4th down, 4th and 5 here. Up and coming for Wittenberg-Birnamwood. Bennington, ball's going to be slick, folks. It's been raining all day here in central Wisconsin. It looks like the rain has taken a short break here, but that rain's going to be with us the whole rest of the day. Punting here is Spencer Columbus. Once again, a good snap. No pressure and a nice hard line drive kick. It's going to bounce at the 25, roll inside the 20, be picked up at the 14-yard line. Trying to make a play here. Gets to the outside, gets across to about the 24. 10-yard return there. And Wittenberg-Birnamwood's offense back on the field here for their 3rd possession. Minute 28 left here in the first quarter. Wittenberg-Birnamwood deep in their own territory to start this one. Ball around the 25. Nose of the ball will be at the 25-yard line. Ben Weslowski, that was a quick possession for Spencer Columbus. Back on the field, he scored a 57-yard touchdown run on the last possession. Slot left, slot right, running back behind Weslowski in the pistol. Motion slot man coming behind. They're going to fake the toss to him, go up the middle on a nice counter attempt. It was there, but one lone Rocket grabbed the ankle of the runner and brought him down. Give that to Freza. Feza on the 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9 up and coming. Minute 9 left in the first period. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers leading 6-0. Slot left, slot right, running back to the left side of Weslowski. Snap, bubble screen going to the near side. It's completed. looking for blocks. Gets one, holding on to that ball. Going to get a short gain there for the receiver. Get a number on him. 21. 21, that is Schmidt. Give him a gain of 4 on the reception. First completion for Weslowski. A long 3rd and 5 up and coming. Give it a long 3rd and 5. Slot left, slot right. Weslowski in the gun. Snap, Weslowski, time. Rolling to the right. He's got a lead blocker. Throws, and the receiver was running a wheel route. Took his eyes off at the last second. And pass falls incomplete. That was a good play drawn up by Wittenberg-Birnamwood. It was there. And Weslowski talking to his receiver right now. Keep your eyes on me, he's saying. I was ready to give it to you. 4th down and a long 5 up and coming for the Chargers. 13 seconds left. Going to have to run a play here. Bennington and Adler to punt. And they're actually in a gun. Oh, a high snap. Ball's loose. Weslowski picks it up. He's looking to throw now. Still running, looking, throw it, and he will get brought down. I think he threw the ball there. That might be a grounding. We'll see if he maybe marked him down out of bounds. Nonetheless, a turnover on down. Once again, a broken play. This time Weslowski not able to make anything happen. Give him a loss of a couple yards on that. And the Rockets now with 4 seconds left in this first quarter with good field position here. Don't have to score now. Still have the second quarter up and coming. Want to end on a good note, though. 1st and 10 inside, right around the 20-yard line, about the 24-yard line of Wittenberg. Lone receiver to the right, snap, handoff, going to the far side on a sweep and brought down in the backfield. A loss there for number 45. Loss of 4, and that is the end of the first quarter. A fast-paced first quarter. The score 6-0 Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers leading. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
And back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score 6-0. The Chargers with the lead coming into the second half break. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. Do what you want. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with generous benefit packages? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, disability, plus 401k and cash bonuses, $2 shift bonuses, and substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, assemblers, and both first and second shift. To apply, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to Snap here. We're going to go here. We'll get to the website here in a second. Stretching the field is Timler. Gets to the edge and maybe he'll get a yard on that play. But if you want to get a nice job at H&S Manufacturing, Google them at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com to apply. What a time to apply for a job. Labor Day weekend, celebrating every laborer. Thank you guys, everybody that's worked hard. You guys deserve Monday off. I know I'm looking forward to it. 3rd down and a 15 up and coming here for the Chargers. Losses of yards on both plays. A double reverse counter. That's a tough play there. Fake the handoff, fake the reverse, and then hand it to a pulling wing. Almost like a fumble. Ruski, that was going to number 45, Gorse. He lost 3 on the play. 4th down, once again. Wittenberg-Birnamwood playing tough on third down, forcing a 4th and long. Ball's at the 30 of Wittenberg-Birnamwood here. This is a tough situation here. It's tough to pick up the first down, but you also don't want to punt. And unless you got a soccer player on your team, you likely aren't going to have the range for this. Snap, handoff, going to Gorst again. He breaks 1 tackle in the backfield and still going to lose a yard on the play. Wittenberg-Birnamwood's defense turning it up as the game goes along, and that's another turnover on downs. And the Chargers back on the field with their high-powered offense. For the most part, Spencer Columbus been able to hold them fairly well. One big play being the lone exception here. But this is a high-powered offense with over 500 yards per game. We'll see what they can do here. Ball marked at their 31-yard line. 1st and 10 here for Weslowski and the Chargers. Slot man from far side coming around. Trips to the right. Weslowski rides it. Snap. Fakes the handoff. And he's going to keep it himself on that zone read. Get him a gain of 5 on the carry. That's a good play there. That's kind of like the opposite of an outside read. That's the quarterback riding the running back and then going to take it up the middle if it opens up. Weslowski, very athletic quarterback. He has 400 rushing yards alongside his 300 passing yards. As the rain picks back up here in Wittenberg. 5 receivers set. Snap, pitch. They're going to go with the sweep here. Weslowski lead blocking, puts a guy on the ground and down, or keep going. That's Freza, and that's a huge gain. About 24 on the carry for Freza. And you want to talk about a block from your quarterback. That was definitely a block from Weslowski. As we have an injury here. We'll step aside for a short break here.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Back here in Wittenberg, the rain picking up. It's Colt Timler coming off the field. He's holding his arm. We'll have to keep an eye on that. One of the leading rushers for Spencer Columbus. Hopefully he can bounce back here for the Rockets. Big gain there for, was that number 10, Jack Freza. 24-yard carry out of the open set with a great lead block from his quarterback. 1st and 10, once again, for the Chargers. Snap, handoff, going, stretching the play, and a great defensive play made there, spinning him round and round and bringing him down. That's number 56, Sullivan Melander, and that's a loss of 4. I didn't see the runner. That was, I believe, number 10, I believe, again. 2nd and 14 as the rain picks up a little bit heavier now here. 2nd and 14 for the Chargers. 6:28. Chargers leading 6-0. 3 receivers to the left. Lone receiver, big tall receiver here on the near side. Weslowski, option play, fakes the pitch once, gives it a second time, ball's on the ground, and it'll be picked up by that is number 10 for them. That's Freza, and he's going to lose a chunky yardage again. Another loss of 4 for Freza. That's where that option comes to bite you when it looks like you can't blame Freza because he sees Weslowski do the fake once. It looks like he's going to take it himself, but then at the last second, Weslowski's like, there's nothing here for me. Tosses it out there, and good job by Freza just to get back to that ball. The ball bounced away from him fairly quickly. 3rd and long. Weslowski looking to throw. Pressure by Bennington. Up in the air. Jump ball. It's going to be caught and brought down. Big chunk of yardage there. And we're going to have a stoppage here for the first down. Slowly getting up as a receiver. Number 7. A 28-yard reception. Who's number 7 there? That's Ben Flack. Dude's tall. Throw a jump ball up to him every time. He'll bring it down. Shame they don't got the heights on here, but he's a tall guy. 1st and 10 Chargers inside the 30, inside the 25 about. Ball at the 26 of Spencer Columbus. Chargers looking for a score as the rain continues to pick up. Snap, fake the toss, gives it Freza. Freza breaking tackles, gets inside the 20, and dragged down here close to first down yardage. Give him a gain of 9. Tough running there. 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on it, I guess. 7:45 here in the second quarter. Rain coming down. Chargers looking to get a bolt into the end zone here. Slot left, slot right. Weslowski in the gun, running back to his right side. Snap. Weslowski rides the running back, fakes it. He's going to take it himself. There's a coming. The play's coming back in a hold. But he's got the first down yardage temporarily here, but flag thrown in the area of a hold. Looked like that hole opened up. As Weslowski rides that running back, he's actually looking to go the opposite direction of the running back. And as he pulled it, I think an offensive line or a defensive lineman realized where the play was going and got, as he was trying to make a play, got grabbed here. And it is a hold. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul brings up a 2nd down and about 12, maybe 13 up and coming. So a break here for Spencer Columbus here. 2nd and long here, 2nd and 13. Slot left, slot right. Slot man from left side coming in motion. Snap, handoff, going Freza up the middle. Ball almost came out there. Freza maybe will get a yard. Give him a yard on the carry. 3rd and 12 now up and coming. 2 hands on that ball. The rain coming down fairly good here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, folks, but it's a good rain here in Wittenberg. Definitely can, yeah. Good farmer's rain. The farmers will be happy. Slot left, slot right, pistol. Now send a man in motion. Toss it to the left with lead block for Freza. Freza looking for a corner. Ball popped out once again. A big hit there by Adler. And the ball went out of bounds there. Loss of 2. Big hit by Adler. That was a great form tackle. That's exactly right. You don't see many of that. Hat on a ball, wraps up 2 hands. Can't ask for a better tackle if you're Spencer Columbus. Only thing you could ask for is the ball stayed in bounds and one of your players could scoop it and score. 4th and about 14 up and coming here. 6:27. Chargers leading. They're going to go for it here. 4 down territory. Snap, Weslowski. He's got time, looking to throw. A lot of time. Going to throw a jump ball, end zone, and there's going to get a flag. That's a good call, I think. It was close, but I think they're going to get Adler on a PI here. It looked like he was trying to make a play on the ball, but at that same time, he grabbed shoulder pad, and that's going to be a penalty here. Tough break if you're Spencer Columbus. Oh, yeah, we are cruising. This is a fast-paced game. Yep, 15-yard penalty, I believe. They're going to say half the distance. Maybe it's half the distance, but it is a Spencer Columbus passing PI penalty. And that's going to wipe out what would have been a turnover on downs and give a first down to the Chargers, I do believe. 6:22, first down for the Chargers on a PI penalty. Weslowski, he slung that ball a long way, shaking out his arm there. He said, I can't throw it that far again, coach. Play call getting called in here. Let me see what they got drawn up here. 1st and 10 from the 15. Slot left, slot right. Snap. Handoff, Freza up the middle, looking for a hole. Not much there. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 3, though. You'll take a gain of 3 on a handoff every day if you can. 2nd and 7 up and coming. And we are going to have a stoppage here for another player down. We'll take a short break. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodeled, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Snap to the quarterback, Weslowski. He's going to roll out here. Feza was the injured player. Weslowski dropped the ball. He was going to walk in for the score, and he dropped the ball. That was a big play there. We'll see. They're going to give him the spot. Give him the first down yardage there. Give him a gain of 8 for Weslowski. He holds that ball with one hand. He must have big hands because he holds onto that ball very well. But he dropped it. He had a walk-in score, and at the last second dropped the ball. 1st and goal from about the 2, maybe 3-yard line here. Tight receivers to the formation. Weslowski rolling to the right. It's a design quarterback keep for the pylon. Touchdown, Wittenberg-Birnamwood. A 3-yard touchdown score for Weslowski, and the Chargers go up 12-0. Good way to respond after your running back, I would say your leading rusher, but definitely your running back, Jack Freza, gets hurt. Don't worry about it, Jack. Weslowski has it, 2 big runs and 6 points. Going for the 2-point conversion here to try to round the score up to 14. 5:03 left in the second quarter. This untimed down here. Snap, Weslowski going to roll to the left. His receiver on the bottom did not know what the play was. Weslowski will not get to the corner. And 2-point conversion not successful. The score, 12-0. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. It's Truck Month at Wheelers in Marshfield, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and Merrill. Service your current vehicle at Wheelers Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score 12-0. Ben Weslowski's 2nd rushing touchdown of the game comes from 2 yards out. 2-point conversion attempt once again not successful. And the score stands at 12-0 on a wet night here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood. This is a good football game for a Friday night. The first Friday night football game with school in session is always interesting, as I've been out of high school for a long time, longer than I'd like to admit now, even though I really haven't. It's always been interesting for me as a broadcaster to see how these players play while they're in school compared to how when they're out of school. Kick just dies at the 23-yard line. Adler will pick it up there. Shows how wet the field is. Died in the nice, wet, long grass. Gets maybe 5 yards on the return. And Spencer Columbus, probably their worst field position to start a possession. Deep, 4:55 left in the second quarter. Looking to get points. Want to end this half on a high note. 1st and 10, Spencer Columbus. They're going to go double tight formation, double wing Bennington looks like he's on the near side in the wing. Goes in motion, snap, they're going to fake to him, rolling out. Pressure coming, throwing it up, and just over Adler's head. He had him by a step. Pass falls incomplete for Moritz. Second down up and coming. Wittenberg-Birnamwood coming out of this 3-4 shell. Their first couple plays for Spencer Columbus. Positive carries for Bennington, and then right away, you've seen the change. Wittenberg-Birnamwood's like, we are going to bring the pressure. And I see the official with the penalty marker in his hand, but I didn't see the call. Nonetheless, 2nd and 10, so nothing changes. Receiver left, receiver right. Bennington behind Moritz in the pistol. Wing to the right side. Tight end looks like he's on the left. Moritz with time. He's going to throw it out in the flat. Oh, big hit! Bennington got destroyed. Who made that tackle? 52, doing his best Clay Matthews impression. What is that? That's Gaudeman. David Gaudeman with a huge hit on the flat. Loss of 8, maybe 10 on the reception for Bennington. That is going to be a highlight reel for sure. Put that on Huddle. Watch here on Zaleski Sports. You'll see that for sure on the highlights of this game. Snap. Moritz looking to throw. He's got time. Now under pressure. He steps up in the pocket, and he is brought down. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Charger defense charged up here. A loss of 5. 4th and forever here for the Spencer Columbus Spencer Columbus Rockets. 4th and about, let's say 23. I'm going to say about 4th and 23 here, Vinny. 3:38, and a definite punting situation here for Bennington and the Rockets. See here, I think this is the first punt attempt for the Rockets this evening. High snap, and it might go through the back of the end zone, and it will. Big play for the Chargers defense. You can definitely, Gaudeman is celebrating. You can definitely credit him for this one. That swing pass defended perfectly by Gaudeman. Set up 4th and forever. And a high snap. It's hard to snap in this weather condition. And the ball goes through the back of the end zone. Send it to break? Yeah, let's send it to break. We don't got enough time. Short turnaround after that. Let's do a read. Yeah, good idea. Hawkins Ash CPAs is a certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you, but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkingsashcpa.com. Visit them online at hawkingsash.cpa to learn more. So the safety brings up a free kick situation here, which normally leads to very good field position for the team receiving it. Bennington to kick, not going to have to worry about the snap here. He gets to kick it off the tee from his 20-yard line. I was informed he was a former soccer player, so let's see how big the leg is. Yeah, that's a pretty good kick. It's going to get all the way down to the 37-yard line there. Going to be picked up. It looks like Fraser makes a move. He's across the midfield. He's inside the 30. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's number 21 for the Chargers. That's Caden Schmidt. That's a big play. And talk about flipping the field position. 1st and 10 inside Spencer Columbus territory. The best field position for the Chargers offense so far here. 3 minutes, 7 seconds. Looking for Pater one more time. Before halftime, they're going to get the ball to start the second half as well. Slot left, slot right. Out of the gun, Weslowski. taking his time, calling out a blitzer. Slot man in motion from right to left. High snap, handoff. That's going to go to number 11. And he's pushing a pile with a good carry here. Gain of 7 for number 11. That is Marshall Freza stepping in for his brother, I can imagine. Second and a long 2 up and coming here for the Chargers. I believe they're leading 12 to, oh no, it is 14 now that the safety. 14-0 the lead. Snap, handoff, going up the middle, holding on to that ball. He'll be brought down, a big gain. The other Freza boy, give him a gain of 10. First down for the Chargers. We got 11 Marshall, who's a sophomore, and number 10 Jack, who's a senior. I can hear us Wittenberg-Birnamwood coach saying, hold on to the ball, and that's probably a good suggestion. So they've already had a few fumbles here in this wet game here. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. Snap, fake the toss, fake the handoff, and then they're going to do a lateral pass backwards. That's a run. That's going to go down in the book as a rushing attempt for number 21, it looks like. It's not going to be fun for his stats. That's Schmidt. He's going to end up losing second and goal from the 20. And we're going to have a stoppage here, a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 14-0, the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers leading the Spencer Columbus Rockets.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
It should be 12. Plus 3? Yes. Something like that. I don't know. We're ready whenever you are. Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score 14-0, 2 rushing touchdowns and a safety for the Chargers. Who needs a 2-point conversion attempt when you have the old-fashioned safety to get points? So it's going to be second and goal from the 20. Chargers looking for pay dirt once again. Trips to the right, lone receiver left side. Weslowski, snap, free rusher coming from his blind side. He's just going to throw the ball. Jump ball is caught. It is caught for the touchdown. Didn't see who caught that. Let's see. I believe it's the guy celebrating with his quarterback right now, number 5. That is Luke Muse. And that is a touchdown reception of 20 yards. Minute 24 left. 20-0 the score. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers with the lead. They're going to go for an extra point this time. Let's try the old-fashioned kick it through the uprights. Snap, good, hold down. And the kick is up. And it is good. The score goes 21-0, the Chargers with the lead. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score 21-0. The Chargers this time find the end zone through the air. A 20-yard reception for number 5, Luke Mousset. And Weslowski with his 8th, I believe it. Let me see here. Let me double check. Yes, his 8th passing touchdown of the season so far. Wittenberg-Birnamwood dominant here in this first half. Kicks away is going to be fielded by the up man around the 30. He slips, and he will have his knees touch the ground. Ball at the 30 here to start. Minute 20 left in the second quarter. Definitely going to have ourselves an interesting halftime as we're going to have our Zaleski Sports Coach on the Couch interview with head coach of the Spencer Columbus Rockets, Jason Gorst, with our fearless leader, Jason Zaleski. That'll be on at halftime. And no, I'm not trying to get brownie points with saying our fearless leader, but he is our fearless leader, Jason Zaleski. Never heard that one either? Oh, boys. For Jason, all right. Snap here, Moritz with pressure in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down. The Spencer Columbus defense not slowing down. That's number 11. That's Marshall Fraza with a big loss there. Loss of about 10 for Moritz. Maybe give him a loss of 9, but we'll see here. Spencer Columbus, 50 seconds left before the halftime break. Trying to get something going here in the positive direction. Bennington in motion. Snap. It's a fumble. I don't know if that snap just bounced off Moritz's face mask, and Wittenberg says it's their ball, and it is. Another turnover here gives the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers a great opportunity to get another score. Fraza with the recovery. And right when you think the score is going to stay, at least with 21 on one side, they could possibly look at 28 here. They're in scoring range here from the 22-yard line of Spencer Columbus. And we're going to have a timeout. Spencer Columbus will take a break as well.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
Back here in Wittenberg, the score, the Chargers of Wittenberg-Birnamwood High School, 21. The Rockets of Spencer Columbus, nothing. Definitely been a high energy. It's been a fast-paced game. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. We'll see. Maybe we'll finish this half before the 8 o'clock hour. It's a fast-paced game, but definitely a high-energy game when you're looking at it from the Wittenberg-Birnamwood side. Tight slots. Deep pistol formation here. Weslowski looking to throw, pumps, going deep, end zone, leaping attempt and just overthrown. The pump and go, the hook and go, whatever you call it, that's an effective play a lot of time in high school football. Intended target there was Muse, looking for his second reception for 6. Just overthrown. Tight coverage there too, but that pump fake is... that'll get anybody to jump. Heck, I almost jumped the route here from the booth. It was a good pump fake. Trips to the left, that tall receiver on the right side, that's number 7. And we're going to have another timeout. Spencer Columbus will take another break. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
No interest in water sports? Biking not really your thing? Want to add some excitement to your camping trip? Need more fun in your life? Hit the trails with an ATV or side-by-side from Bill's Service Center. At Bill's, your passion is our passion, and you'll find your fun with the latest from Can-Am or Polaris off-road products. When you need more fun, you need Bill's.
Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score still 21-0. Wittenberg with another fumble recovery. Been a lot of fumbles here, as you can expect on a wet night here in Wisconsin. A wet, cold night, too. That's another thing you got to mention because it's cold. It's hard to hold on to those balls. So that probably factors in a lot of these fumbles. But Wittenberg-Birnamwood, high snap here, Weslowski. They're looking to score one more time, and he's going to the end zone. Jump ball, Flack, the tall receiver in the end zone, and out of the back of the end zone it goes. I would throw it to him. They don't have a height marked on on their roster, but he's 6 foot. I'd say he's probably 6'5" at least. That dude's tall. Throw a jump ball to him every time. They got Adler matched up with him, and the height advantage goes to the Chargers on that one. 3rd and 10 here. Spencer Columbus looking for a big stand here, try to keep points off the board. 3rd and 10 from about the 22-ish yard line. Trips to the left, lone receiver right. They're going to fake the pass out to the left. Weslowski, open field, walk-in touchdown. 22-yard rushing touchdown, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. And the Chargers go up 27-0. 20 seconds still left in the quarter. That was a great play call by Wittenberg-Birnamwood. They faked that jailbreak or bubble screen. I called it always a bubble screen. You fake that, and he's wide open. Everybody on the defense went to cover it in the middle of the field, wide open for Weslowski. Weslowski gets the snap here to hold it. Kick is up. It's blocked and recovered by Spencer Columbus. Kick no good, so the score stands 27-0. We're going to step aside here once again. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, it's Dean Blandino, and I'm here to tell you that Zaleski Sports is Wisconsin's hometown high school sports network. Get Wisconsin sports updates every day with Zaleski Sports. That's where I get my Wisconsin sports updates. And listen, while we're here, all right, I'll admit it. Dez caught it, but the Packers won. The end.
Back here in Wittenberg, the score after a point after touchdown was blocked, 27-0. The Chargers leading this one here on the first Friday night of September, the first Friday night lights of the school year, technically, as all kids back in session here in one way, shape, or form. And it's a nice full house here in Wittenberg. Hawaiian night. I don't know if we saw the student section yet, but it's Hawaiian night. I forgot to bring you your hula skirt. I didn't bring mine either, so next time we'll have to keep an eye on the theme night. Definitely. Pooch kick to the right. It's going to go out of bounds. So free kick out of bounds. Going to give Spencer Columbus decent field position here to start. Definitely. If you're doing some Moles and E games with me as we cover a wide array of Central Wisconsin sports here on Zaleski Sports, from not just football, we cover volleyball, soccer, you name it, we more than likely cover it. And if you want any school in the area, we more than likely cover it here at Zaleski Sports. But if you come do some Moles and E games, I am very well versed with the Moles and E culture. So if we got a Hawaiian night or Blaze Orange night, we're definitely coordinating that for sure. So the free kick out of bounds is going to give the ball going to be placed around the 40-yard line, I do believe. Or maybe it's a re-kick. I haven't read up on my high school rules lately. I know if it's a free kick out of bounds in the pros, it's at the 40. And maybe it's 5 yards from where it went out of bounds because the ball is going to be marked at the 41-yard line. Spencer Columbus, one timeout, 20 seconds. They got 59 yards to pay dirt. Let's see what they can do. Slot left out of the pistol. Pressure coming. Handoff going up the middle. Trying to beat that pressure. And we'll get a gain of about half a yard. We'll give them a gain of 1 for number 45. That's Gorst. Give him a gain of 1. 2nd and a long 9 up and coming. And we're going to go into halftime here. Big halftime show here on Zaleski Sports. You're going to have an interview. The coach on the Couch interview with Jason Zaleski and Spencer Columbus Rockets head coach Jason Gorst.
Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Coach on the Couch brought to you by Grassland Dairy. Grassland Dairy, exciting and rewarding career opportunities available now at grassland.com. Visiting today with Spencer Columbus football coach Jason Gorst. Coach, let's start with this. Let's reunite you with our audience. Tell us how many years you've been coaching football and what keeps you coming back every year.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. I believe this is going into year 11 at the varsity level for me here. So we've had a pretty nice stint here. I really just enjoy the time and the camaraderie with the coaches and the players. I think that football is a great sport that can serve as a vehicle to work with young men and help to shape them and help them to shape themselves. So it's a sport that combination of the physical nature of the sport and then just the academic end of things with the mental part of the sport. I just really enjoy it overall.
Well, and we enjoy you. We really do. You're one of our favorite coaches to be around, a real inspirational leader, and we can tell that you lead by example. You also gave us one of our favorite quotes of all time a few years ago. We're just here trying to win a varsity football game. It's one of our favorites ever. So we're excited to have you back. And we'll talk about ways to watch games. Of course, get down to Rocket Stadium. That's the best way to do it. We'll talk about that later on here in today's talk. So let's start with last year a little bit. It looks like to me last year's highlight was that big win over Amherst at Amherst, actually the last regular season game of the year. Interesting game too, because all the parents and fans had to sit in the parking lot, and a couple of them had TVs on the back of their trucks watching our broadcast, but they were still there to cheer you on. I think that goes to show the sincerity and the passion in your fan base. But talk about last year a little bit, including that big win over at Amherst.
Yeah, overall last year we were felt very fortunate to play 8 football games. A lot of teams did not have that opportunity. We were able to play every regular season game as scheduled, and play one of the postseason, whatever you want to call those playoff games or whatnot. And we were really happy for our senior group. We had a very dedicated group of senior football players last year that were very talented, had put in a lot of time through the years, and we were definitely worried going into the year that they weren't going to get much of an experience. So between getting pretty much a full season in, some real memorable games like the Amherst game against one of the best teams in the state over the last decade, and a Manawa game that was a big come from behind overtime thriller. I think those guys do have some memories that they can hold on to. And some of those accomplishments that they can feel pretty good about, as well as for our guys returning just to continue to feel what SC football is like and to have those experiences as well.
Yeah, that Manawa game, one of the craziest games of recent memory. No doubt about it. You happened to be on the winning end of it last year. Yeah, you're right. A great come from behind win. I mentioned that Amherst win will transition now into this coming season. In recent years, Amherst has been the team that everybody's been chasing. Tell us a little bit about this year's team. We'll get into specifics here in just a minute, but tell us a little bit about this year's team and how Spencer Columbus Rocket football can be the team that gets chased.
Well, I think that we did definitely lose a lot of seniors, like I'd mentioned, but we do bring back some nice athleticism. I do think this year we're younger and a little bit less experienced than we typically are, but I do like our overall team speed. The guys have been working hard. They've responded well thus far to practice when we push them pretty hard. So, every season takes a whole different path. You don't really know what you have until you get on the field. We're definitely looking forward to tonight, to getting on the field, to getting a real good understanding of where we're at as a program.
You had a scrimmage over in Stanley Boyd on Friday last week. In those scrimmages, there aren't such things as practice rosters, so we didn't get to know the names and the numbers last week. We did see Will Gorst out there. Looks like he's going to be a load to handle. What else did you and the guys learn in that scrimmage sessions that you had on Friday?
We learned that we're capable of doing some pretty good things, but we also learned that we have a ways to go and there's a lot of things that we need to improve upon. Consistency was a key word for me that day. There was times where I thought that offensively and defensively we did some really nice things and looked very good. There were some times where we weren't so assignment sound on what we were supposed to be doing and we weren't executing things the way we'd like to. So it was a combination of, I think there's some positives to work with there, but there's certainly a lot of things that we just need to continue to chip away and get better at each and every week.
In high school sports, senior leadership is such a big deal. You mentioned some of those seniors that you lost from last year. Where it really comes for people to see what senior leadership means is when game day happens. That's the day that you and the rest of the coaches can no longer be on the field with your guys, and oftentimes you rely on those seniors. So maybe give us just one or two of those names, and tell us what you expect out of that senior group this year.
Yeah, a little bit smaller group. We have 5 guys that are returning as seniors this year, and actually 2 new seniors to the program who are going to make a pretty big impact right away. So we do have a group of 7 guys. From that leadership standpoint, we just had teams vote on captains, and there were 6 overall captains voted in, with 2 permanent captains, meaning they go out there every week. And those guys are Cole Timler and Carson Schmidt. And those 2 guys have really taken the reins on here early as far as being great leaders in practice, as far as just leading by example, being more vocal than they're used to. They're both tend to be kind of quiet kids or whatnot, but they're stepping up real nice. Cole is a returning all region safety for us, and he'll be a jack of all trades on offense, playing any one of our running back spots, split end, tight end, QB. We might have to put him on the line at some point, who knows. And then Carson has been definitely a vocal leader on our offensive line, and is an inside linebacker as well.
Tonight, the Glenwood City Hilltoppers come to town. They were on your schedule last year, and that game was scrubbed early. So you get them now this year. What's the plan going in? A team that hasn't that you haven't seen recently. How do you go about planning for a team like that here tonight?
We played them a number of years ago. It's 4 or 5. It escapes me. I know Coach Strong over there a little bit. He and I was fortunate enough to be selected to coach with him in the All-Star game in 2016. So got to know him there, and he runs a very quality football program. We do know that they're bringing back some of their best players from last year, and we were able to watch some film on things we found on YouTube or whatever from last year. They're bringing back an all-conference quarterback, an all-conference tight end, and an all-conference receiver. And they threw the ball pretty darn well last year. I thought that in their scrimmage overall, they looked pretty solid. Tough when you don't know the matchups and the comparisons, when you don't have, well, we played this team and this is how we fared. So it's a little bit of an unknown of how you stack up against the team, but it's also in that sense, it's almost a little bit like a playoff game where we, hopefully run into those situations where you really don't know a team and you have to learn a lot in a hurry. So we're anticipating them to be a team that throws the ball pretty well. And it looks like from their scrimmage, they've also recommitted to their run game a fair amount with some interesting schemes and whatnot. I think they're a good football team.
Again, you're watching Coach on the Couch, sponsored by Grassland Dairy, visiting with Spencer Columbus Rockets head football coach Jason Gorst. Let's think forward to the end of the first quarter here in this game. And regardless of what it says on the scoreboard, how will your fans and supporters know that things are going according to plan tonight?
I think it comes down to just execution of what we want to do. Hopefully we're not making a lot of mistakes. We want to be a run first team this year that can run first to set up the pass and whatnot. So I think if we're successful at that point, it means that we haven't given up the big plays on defense, and offensively we've been pretty methodical with moving the ball down the field.
Here at Zaleski Sports, we're pretty excited for Rockets football this year. We get the pleasure of covering your games, broadcasting your games live, home and away all season long. That is plan B. Plan A is to get down to the stadium and support you and your team in person. So give a quick speech to your fans. Come out and support you and the guys this year.
Yeah, we're very excited for that aspect of things. For our home games, we anticipate having no crowd restrictions or anything like that. We definitely missed the fans last year. To me, that's one of the best parts of Friday Night Lights is getting out there and feeling that crowd and whatnot, and the energy they bring. Our fans have done a terrific job year in, year out, regardless of how good of a football team we are. They show up, and we definitely missed them last year. We're excited to have them back, and like I say, come on out to the stadium tonight.
Coach, good luck in 2021.
All right, thank you much.
Back here, halftime just about wrapped up here. The score 27-0. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers leading the Spencer Columbus Rockets in this really wet and just chilly night. I just made my run to the concession stands, and she is coming down, folks. The rain picks up, and then it'll stop, and then she picks up again, and then she'll stop. But it's good for the crops here in the fall. Good farmer's rain, as I was always told. Go over some stats here. It's been the Ben Weslowski show here for Wittenberg-Birnamwood. 32 yards through the air and a touchdown, and he's got 100 yards on the ground with 3 rushing touchdowns. So having himself another great game. When you talk about this Wittenberg-Birnamwood Charger offense that averages about 500 yards a game, that makes about sense for them. And I got to go back on a note. I talked in the pregame. I was talking with Wittenberg-Birnamwood's PA announcer here during halftime. Their game against Pines was a shutout victory. Listed on with sports, it was not. So Wittenberg-Birnamwood is actually 2-0, not 1-1. For the Spencer Columbus Rockets, Maritz is 2 of 3 passing. And Brock Bennington, 7 carries, 20 yards. The leading rusher on this Rocket team, held in check very well by this Charger defense. The Charger defense has been very, very good, bringing the blitz early on. So we're ready here. Bennington to kick off. Rainy night. Looks like Wittenberg is ready with their hands team out front. And it's going to be a squibber. Bounces off the front line. And falling on beautifully. That's exactly what you want to do as your front lineman on the kick coverage. That is number 15, Carter Herb. And let me tell you from experience, as a person who played on the front line on kick coverage, it's absolutely terrifying, especially when you're an offensive lineman like me. I've seen it happen to a lot of my teammates in practices. I've seen it happen one time in a game. Those offensive lineman hands is a true thing, and when the ball gets kicked at you from 10 yards away, it's scary. 1st and 10 Chargers. Snap, toss, reverse. Here we go. Wazowski with another big block. And that's going to spring the run. He's across the 50 to the 20. He's got a blocker downfield to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Wittenberg-Birnamwood. How about that for the first play of the half? 21. That's Caden Schmidt. Going 52 yards for the score. And the Chargers are 2 points away from making this a running clock game, leading 33-0. Definitely Ben Weslowski is having himself a game. 100 rushing yards, but he's also probably blocked for over 100 rushing yards as well, because he has been a great lead blocker on end arounds and stuff. Going for 2 here, Wittenberg. Weslowski this time looking for a lead block. Nothing doing. Now looking to improvise. He will not get wrapped up. And the point after is no good. So the score, with only 15 seconds off the clock here in the third quarter, 33-0. The Chargers leading the Rockets. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the score 33-0, a 52-yard rushing score by Caden Schmidt goes for pay dirt after a beautiful lead block by Ben Weslowski. He has 100 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns this evening, and he's blocked for over 100 rushing yards this evening, as he's had 2 end arounds that the blocks have been absolutely perfect. Kick is away here, fielded by upman Gorst. Gorst is going to put his head down and get decent field position to start here. Ball at the 41-yard line. 41-yard line. And that's where the Spencer Columbus Rockets will get their first possession. See what this offense drew up during that halftime break. Need some fire here if you're the Rockets. 1st and 10. Looks like a different quarterback in there in the Wildcat. Snap, handoff going around. That's Bennington. Bennington puts his head down, maybe to get a yard or so. 2nd and 9 up and coming. We got number 10 in at quarterback. That's Colt Timler, one of the leading rushers, so I'd imagine that's more of like a Wildcat set for them or just trying to get something else going on offense. So Timler in at quarterback for the Rockets. 2nd and 9. Low receiver to the right, double wing formation, tight end to the left. Timler in the pistol. And we're going to have a false start here on the Rockets. So what was a 2nd and 9 gets pushed back to about a 2nd and 14 here for the Rockets. 10:57 here, 33-0. The Wittenberg Chargers leading here on a wet Friday night in central Wisconsin under the lights. Second and 14 here, lone receiver to the left, double wing formation. Snap, handoff going up the middle with Bennington again. He's going to get 3, brings up a 3rd and 11. Third down and long here. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood defense has been very good on 3rd down this entire game. See what they got drawn up here. Low receiver to the right. Same formation, double wing, tight end left. Adler in motion, the ball is on the ground, a fumble on the snap. Picked up, and here we go. Is this an offensive lineman running the ball? How about that? I don't know if that's by design, the old fumble-rooski or what, but that was a great recovery there. That's number 75. Noah Schultz, the senior offensive lineman, getting every offensive lineman's dream, a chance to run with the ball, and he did good. He got about 5, maybe 6. I'll give him 6. Always going to give a generous call for the offensive lineman, getting 6 on the carry. 4th down and a long 6 up and coming. We talked about it in the first half. Snaps are not easy with the wet, long grass, and talking with one of the Spencer Columbus coaches, that's definitely what the situation is on the field. They have a long grass. Pressure coming here. Snap. Timler takes it up the middle, and flags fly. Thrown into the pile of the area of the tackle, so we'll see. Maybe in the area of a face mask, potentially a hold. We'll see what the call is. It was a 4th down. Did not get it, so if it's on the offense, they're going to decline it, and it is a face mask. So that is going to give a 15-yard penalty and or a 5-yard penalty. My mistake. I thought they got rid of the 5-yard variety on the face mask. Must still have it. 4th down up and coming. So another chance here for the Rockets after the negative yardage play. 4th and 3 here. A long 3 for the Rockets. Lone receiver to the right. Snap, handoff, fake. Timler looking to throw. Swing route, got tipped, and they're going to say incomplete pass. That's a good call. It looked like a forward pass. Nonetheless, a turnover on downs. And that Wittenberg-Birnamwood offense back on the field. The dangerous Charger offense back on the field. We want to say a thank you to our game day sponsors, 21st Century Team, Century 21 Team Community Realtors, Columbus Catholic High School, Wisconsin Homes, Tire Town, Buccaneer Supper Club, G&D Wood Products, and Bullseye Sports. Thank you guys for making Spencer Columbus football possible on Zaleski Sports. Weslowski, time in the pocket, throwing a deep ball, far sidelines through the hands of his intended target. Looking for a big play. That was a beautiful ball by Weslowski. They can't ask for a better pass like that. Sailing through the air and could not holding it in was the intended target. 2nd and 10. Chargers are looking to get back in pay dirt. They want to get out of this rainy field condition. Getting a running clock with another score here would be the Chargers. Also, we were talking with the officials at half. If it's 35-0 running clock going into the 4th quarter, it's running clock throughout the 4th quarter. So Spencer Columbus trying to dig their heels in here, play himself a long game. Trips to the left, lone receiver to the right side. Motion man coming across formation. Fake the pitch to him. Handoff going up the middle. That's Freza. Which Freza it is, I'm not sure. Have to get a number on him. That is number 11. That's Marshall Freza. Loss of 1, his first negative play. He comes in for Jack Freza, who I believe is his brother. We were talking, there's 3 Freza boys on this team, a senior, a sophomore, and a junior. Offense lineman and 2 running backs. What other, that's how you produce running backs. You have an offensive lineman cousin to block for you in those Sunday afternoon football games. Snap, handoff, fake. Weslowski's going to keep it. He's up the middle, spinning, and gets close to the first down yardage. It depends where the spot will be. That was a beautiful read there by Weslowski to pull it and get good positive yardage. They're going to say he's a yard short. Gain of 10. 4th and 1. 4th and a long one up and coming here for the Chargers. They're going for it. 4 down territory, ball at Spencer Columbus's 40. Had a whistle. I heard a whistle. Oh, we have an injured player for Spencer Columbus. He'll come off the field. The new player comes back on. Here we go. 4th down and a long one up and coming for the Chargers. Slot left, slot right. Snap, handoff. Weslowski says, I'm going to do it myself. Goes up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's inside the 35 and a first down. Chargers. Over 100 yards in the first half. He's well on his way to his next 100 yards in the second half. Positive yardage from Weslowski, 17 so far on 2 carries the second half. 1st and 10, Wittenberg-Birnamwood. Slot left, slot right. Weslowski with Freza, Marshall Freza to the left of him in the shotgun. Snap, handoff going, bobbled. He somehow holds on to it. That is great hand-eye coordination by Marshall Freza. A fumble on the exchange. Gets a gain of 9 on a broken play. You can't ask for a better break if you're Wittenberg-Birnamwood. That handoff was sloppy. And Marshall Freza was bobbling the ball for about 3 yards. And we have another stoppage here. Timeout. Spencer Columbus will step aside as well. Score 33-0. Wittenberg leading the Rockets. You're watching the Rockets football on Zaleski Sports.
Mid-State Technical College. Career skills first. Learn online or with small in-person class sizes and collaborative learning environments. Develop hands-on skills for your degree or the workforce. Earn a guaranteed transfer to over 20 four-year colleges and universities. Or get in, get out, and get working. And save money while you reach your goal. Make career skills your first choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the Chargers on the drive here, leading 33-0. The rain, knock on wood, has subsided. So we'll see how long that holds off. Got an update. Colt Timler is the backup quarterback, so it's not a Wildcat formation. We'll have to see if that's just a for now thing or if Moritz is okay. Score update from Marshfield. Hortonville is leading 13-8 in the third quarter. It's another one of our Zaleski Sports games. Catch all your local live action high school sports on ZaleskiSports.com. Weslowski looking to throw. Looking for time. Throws over the middle and incomplete. Bobbled the pass. It was there. It was a bullet from Weslowski doing his best Patrick Mahomes impression as he's falling away. Lasers a pass to his receiver. Pass falls incomplete. Third down up and coming. 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. .635 looking for a first down on the Chargers. Keep their drive alive. 3rd and a long 2 up and coming. Slot left, slot right. Slot man from motion to right to left. And that's going to be a flag. It should be. There are 2 guys in motion. Yeah, there's a flag. So we'll have a stoppage here. 2 guys in motion, illegal motion on the Wittenberg Chargers. Back them up. Going to make it a 3rd and 7 on a 2nd attempt. I believe that's a pre-snap penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what the official word is here. Well, not an official call, but it's 2-man in the backfield shifting was the official's words, which I do believe is an illegal motion. So 3rd and a long 7 here for the Chargers here. 6:27 left in the 3rd quarter, leading 33-0. Definitely 4-down territory for the Chargers. They're looking to get running clock with a score. Check their wrists for the play call. Get to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go slot left, slot right. Out of the pistol, Freza, Marshall Freza behind Weslowski. Snap, Weslowski fakes, looking, throws, deep ball. He's got his man. It's caught and down at the 1-yard line. I believe they got it to 32, we're going to say that was, who caught it. Cento. Gain of 31 on the reception. 1st and goal for the Wittenberg Chargers. 6:08. Taking their time, the Chargers, no rush here. They're right on the doorstep from pay dirt. Ben Weslowski, 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Surveys the defense. Snap, Weslowski, handoff. Marshall Freza looking for the end zone. No siree. 2 Rocket defenders there to bring him down. No gain on the play. Wittenberg quick to the line of scrimmage again. Same formation. Looking for Pater. Weslowski, snap, handoff once again. Freza looking to reach that ball out. He did, and he's in for the score. Marshall Freza with the score. And the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers go up 39-0, and the clock continues to run here with 5:25 left in the 3rd. We're going to go for a point after here. We're going to go with the kicking variety. Can't tell if that's a 50 or a 30 is kicking it off. There's no 30, so maybe it's a 50. Going to go John Stewart to kick. Having troubles here setting up something. Officials are conversing. Well, let's take a second here to do. They're going to stop the clock, I believe. Running clock doesn't start till the next possession, maybe. .526 they want put back on the clock. So we'll have 5 minutes, 26 seconds left. The running clock, I think, will start on the possession because it's running clock unless there's a score or a change of possession. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick from Stewart is good. Good by a lot. The score goes 40-0. The Chargers lead. You're watching Rockets football on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the Chargers of Wittenberg-Birnamwood lead 40-0, a nice round score here over the Spencer Columbus Rockets. We'll be running clock now except on change of possessions, injuries, and scoring plays. If the score stays above 35-0 going into the fourth, it's running clock throughout the rest of it. So it's going to be a fast-paced game unless the Rockets hopefully can get a score here. A little pooch kick. Going to be picked up by Gorst. Gorst, he's got a seam here, and he might break it. He gets to midfield. He's to the 45 and dragged down by 2 defenders. That is the spark the Rockets are looking for. There's been a few of those little pooch kicks that have just kind of fallen there and died. This one actually was kicked right in the middle of no man's land and just died there. Gorst picked it up, broke through the big first wave of defenders, and it looked like he could have went for 6, but he was stopped by the last 2 Charger defenders. 1st and 10, Spencer Columbus. Timler in at quarterback. Snap. Handoff, going up the middle. I believe that's Gorst once again. He's going to roll forward for maybe a gain of 2 on the play. Second and a long, 8 up and coming here. Maybe make it 9. 4:26 left in the third quarter. Running clock here is the score 40-0. The Chargers of Wittenberg looking to get their first victory in the CWC Large this season in the first game. Start off in this tough conference with a victory. Lone receiver to the right, double wing. Timler sends a man in motion. That looks like Adler. He gets the handoff. He runs over a guy, and it gets brought down just short of the 40-yard line. That's a good run by Adler. Oh, no, excuse me. That's Bennington. Bennington on the carry. Give him a gain of 3 for Brock Bennington, leading rusher on this Rockets team. And I jinxed myself. I said hopefully we won't see any more rain the rest of the evening. Guess what, folks? It's raining again. On and off showers. It's kind of what the weatherman actually predicted it correctly. He said on and off showers throughout the rest of the night, according to my phone. He's right. 3rd and 5 here for the Rockets. Double tight, double wing formation. Adler in motion. Snap, handoff, going to Adler. Adler with a big burst of speed. He's going to get close to the first down yardage, but he's going to be about a yard short. So 4th and a long 2. Here we go. Big 4th down here for the Rockets in this third quarter. 3:02 left. Running clock, 40-0 the score. The Chargers leading. Rain continuing to come down. Nice tin roof here in the press box. This is good sleeping weather. Maybe I could ask to get a sleeping bag and sleep under this tin roof. 4th down, up and coming. 4th and a long 2. Double wing, double tight. Bennington in motion. Snap, handoff going. Bennington, he's barely holding on to that ball, but he'll get the first down yardage. Clock doesn't stop as it's running clock. Gain of 3 for Bennington. His 11th carry, according to my chart. He looks like he's took a licking on those 11 carries. But the Rockets are driving here. They want to get in before the end of this quarter. 2:15 left in the third. They looking for something here. They got something going. Actually, it's overload to the left, so they have an extra lineman on the left side, lone receiver to the right, double wing. Hard count, nothing doing. Pressure coming. Snap, handoff, going up the middle. Gorst had a lane for a half a second. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. 2nd down, up and coming. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Rockets need something here. Quick to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. 1:26 left in the third quarter, excuse me. Snap, handoff, fake, gonna give it to Bennington on the end around. He puts his head down and gets tackled high and tackled low, and he's gonna get a gain of 1 on that tough carry for Brock Bennington. That's a tough carry for Bennington. As the rain continues to fall here. 3rd down. Minute left in the third quarter. This probably might be the last play of the quarter. Spencer Columbus runs their play in. Taking a lot of time getting out of this huddle. You're going to have to watch the play clock here. Watching that official and the back judge. 38 seconds left. Adler in motion, snap to him. He's going to stretch the field, looking for a corner. He'll get undercut and brought down. Loss of 1 on the carry. 3rd and 10 with 26 seconds left. 20 seconds left in the quarter. The rain coming down, actually probably the hardest it's been all game. And we're going to send it to the 4th quarter with the score being 40-0. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers lead the Spencer Columbus Rockets. You're watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
Sure. Back here in Wittenberg-Birnamwood, the rain continuing to fall. 40-0 the score as the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers, led by that high-octane offense, have a big lead here. It's going to be a running clock now for the rest of the game. The last 12 minutes. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits health provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. As they're playing a little I Love a Rainy Night, and as a Wittenberg-Birnamwood Charger fan, I think that'll be a trend, as they all are in love with this rainy night as they lead 40-0 on this Labor Day eve of Labor Day weekend. 4th and 10 here at the snap of the ball. We'll have running clock for the rest of the game. Slot to the left, wing to the left as well, tight end to the right side in the pistol. Snap, Timler fakes to him. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it to the flat. Throws it in, and it's incomplete. There's pressure right in his face, and that will be a turnover on downs. And the clock will continue to run here. 11:45 left in the quarter. And we got to talk for a second here, too, about something like this. I was talking with the PA announcer. So, fun fact about me, I played at Mosinee as well as calling for their games the last few years. This is where this field I got my first varsity action on. So, it's a lot of fond memories of this field. But we're talking about this with the PA announcer. If you looked at this score, if this score was about back when I was in high school, back in 2012, the score would be flipped. So, it definitely shows testament to this Wittenberg-Birnamwood program and definitely how they've changed their culture here. Snap, handoff. We got a new quarterback as well as some new running backs in. Negative play there. I believe that was number 24 on the carry. So some new names coming in. There's not a 24 on the roster, so I am mistaken. Loss of 5 for that player. We're going to say it was number 25, Rogowski. New quarterback in there. Looks like it's number 12. Wapkenny at quarterback. Snap, he's going to roll out to his left. Wittenberg trying to find a corner, and he might actually get positive yardage there. He looked like he was having a hard time finding the edge. He'll get a gain of 6 for number 12. It's 3rd down and a long 9 up and coming. 3rd down and 9 for Wittenberg-Birnamwood. Snap. Wapkenny looking to throw out route over. Almost intercepted a diving attempt there by Adler, and 4th down up and coming. 4th down up and coming, and Wittenberg's going to trot out their first team punt team. This is where you got to pay a lot of attention, where you start getting these other kids in there, getting them included in the game. Then you have the issue of, well, you don't really have a second team punt team. You got to make sure you got the right people out there for the right time. The punt is away, almost blocked, sailing through the rain. Hard to find, is going to bounce and be touchdown by that tall guy, number 7, Ben Flack. That's the best way to describe him. He's tall. 9 minutes left in the quarter. Wittenberg-Birnamwood lead 40-0 here. The rain continues to fall here in Wittenberg on a rainy Friday night under the lights. Keep things moving here. See if we get a few fresher bodies in. Actually, you know, I was at the game last week for Colby at Spencer Columbus at Colby on the Friday night before the rain sent me home. This is something you like to see with these smaller schools. There's good turnout by both teams. Maybe not the best turnout, but Wittenberg-Birnamwood's got a fairly full sidelines, and so does Spencer Columbus. That's a lot of guys that can get action tonight. Snap, handoff, going to go up the middle. It's going to be for a loss on the carry. Gorst on the carry. Loss of 3 for him. Second and a long 12. Give it 13. Up and coming. 7:56. Got another score. Edgar is absolutely rolling over Iowa Scandinavia in the fourth quarter. That's a 30-0 lead for the Edgar Wildcats. Definitely another one of those powerhouse teams. And Iola, one of the CWC teams. In the same conference as both these guys. Both these teams. Second and 13. Snap, handoff, fake. It's going to be a double counter. Adler's going to take it. He'll be brought down. He dropped the ball, but they're going to say he was down by contact. Third and about 15, loss of 2 for Adler. Third and about 15 up and coming for the Rockets. 7:09 left in the period. One of the big things, too, when I was in school, the upperclassmen letting these younger kids get their playing time, they preached, and we have a false start here on the Rockets, seniors always preach to these younger kids getting their opportunity. Hey, we worked really hard to start this shutout. Do not mess it up for us. I remember actually having that same conversation with a senior when I was a sophomore playing on this field. He said, we worked hard to get this shutout. Do not mess it up. And I may or may not be saying that a little bit more PG than what my old teammate said. 3rd and 20 here. Spencer Columbus Rockets looking at a long 3rd down here. Lone receiver to the right, double wing formation. Snap, handoff, fake, looking to throw. Timler throwing a ball up, and it is well incomplete. Looks like Bennington was the intended target. And the pass falls incomplete. 4th and 20 here for the Rockets as the rain continues to pour down. Have 25 out deep to return for the Wittenberg Chargers. That is Jet Rikowski. You can't be a bad return man with a first name like Jet. I'm just saying. So I'm expecting this to go for 6 potentially. Low snap, Bennington just will get the kickoff there. He ran into him. And that's actually a beautiful kick by Bennington. It's going to roll all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And Bennington did get hit, but they did not throw the flag. It was not very malicious. So I think they're just going to say that bygones be bygones. Keep the clock rolling here. So Wittenberg back on the field here, leading 40-0. Ooh. $1 a piece hot dogs. You and I me and Vinny are looking at each other the same way. Let me tell you this. I had a hot dog at halftime. It's a darn good hot dog. I know. That's a good deal. 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers here. A lot of their second teamers in. See what they got going here. on their own end zone. Low snap, handoff, very lucky to get that one off. Flag flies on the play. I think we're going to get a hold. Well, not a lot of penalties. I think this maybe is the 4th penalty. A false start, 2 holdings, and a passing interference. Yep, and it is a holding, so half the distance to the goal will be the call. Got to be careful in this area. There was a safety already in this end zone once. You don't want to lose a shutout that way. 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Low snap picked up on the ground. Quarterback on the goal line was almost wrapped up, but he's going to make a positive play out of that. That could have been the safety. I was not foreshadowing, but it could have been a foreshadow. Going to get a gain of 2 for number 12. 2nd and 12 up and coming from the 5-yard line. Wap Kenny, the quarterback, out of the pistol. Now going to shift to the shotgun formation. Slot left, slot right. A lot of low snaps. Slot man in motion. Going to toss it through in the back of their end zone, trying to be risky with it. Gets to the outside edge, and maybe we'll lose a yard on the play. That's a risky play to run out of your end zone, especially if you want to keep that shutout. Because there's a lot of things that could go wrong. The defense could have good penetration, make the play in the end zone. Snap could be bad at the goal line, or he could just accidentally toss it through the back of the end zone. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left. Trips to the left, lone receiver to the right. Now going to bring a receiver in. Slot left, slot right, low snap once again. Time to throw. Throwing deep. Pass is caught and dropped through the hands. That's a tough one there. Pass falls incomplete for number 12, Wap Kenny. 4th and 13 here. Another situation that could be tough because this is the exact same situation Spencer Columbus was in for when they had their safety early on in the game, a punting situation. In the wet grass, the long snapper overshot his punter, so we'll have to see. Looks like Weslowski out there to punt. Bennington back deep to return. We have slot left, slot right. They kind of run their offensive formation here. Receivers to the left, receivers to the right. The H-back is kind of halfway up and taking all the time that they need. Play clock starting to run down. Going to send their man in motion. Snap. Kick just gets away. It's going to not be a pretty kick, but it's going to roll, and it's going to die around the 41-yard line. So a good 30-yard kick. 1:21 left here in the 4th quarter. Few plays away here from having this one be done. Stick around for afterwards. We'll cover some stats and what's up and coming on the Nasonville Dairy post-game show, so stick around for that, folks. 55 seconds, 40-0 the score. The Wittenberg Chargers with the lead. Snap, handoff, going up the middle. That's Gorse. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Give him a gain of 1. Maybe at best, as we have a slow rocket getting up. He'll get up, though. That's a good sign. Give Gorse a gain of 1. Second down and a long 9 up and coming. 23 seconds. Potentially looking at the last play up and coming here. Lone receiver to the right. Double wing formation out of the pistol. That's Timler at quarterback. Still for the Rockets. Double motion. We're going to get a penalty here. And they're going to let it go. As the final score here from Wittenberg, 40-0 the Chargers. So stick around. 40-0 the Chargers beat the Spencer Columbus Rockets. Stick around because coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds today from Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield. Curtis or at NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better. Online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back here from Wittenberg, the final score 40-0 in the CWC, a large conference matchup. The Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers get their home victory against the Spencer Columbus Rockets. J-Town Justin Krzyzewski here from Wittenberg. It was a good, high, fast-paced first half, really. I mean, we're done. We're wrapping up, or we're starting our post-game show at 9 o'clock. When you got two good teams that like to run the ball a lot, you're going to see this a lot. And tough break, really, for Spencer Columbus, as they've been put through the ringer with two really tough opponents. You have a team last week with Colby that might have one of the best defenses in the state, to this week with Wittenberg's explosive offense that might be one of the better offenses in their division. I'm not going to say the best one in the state, because let me tell you, the state is always full of great offenses. But definitely going to have to take my hat off and say player of the game goes to Ben Weslowski from Wittenberg-Birnamwood. My stats might not be the best, and it's my first time taking stats. I had to miss the first few weeks, and it's been a year. But definitely had 4 total touchdowns. He had a 57-yard touchdown run, a 22-yard touchdown run, and he had a passing touchdown of 20 yards. Mr. Big Play, Ben Weslowski, leading the charge for the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers. He gets the victory as well. Looking forward, though, the Spencer Columbus Rockets got a big one on the road against WIAA Fremont. This could be their bounce-back game. Early on in the conference season, this is going to be a conference that probably could very well be won with a one-loss team. So definitely not over for the Spencer Columbus Rockets. They got a good one next week in WIAA, so that'll be a good one. I do believe we're probably going to be covering that one, as we're covering all Spencer Columbus sports. So definitely going to be on the road at WIAA Fremont for WIAA hosting the Spencer Columbus Rockets. So, Vinny, what do you say? Let me come back next week. Maybe not here, but it's good to be back. So, Vinny, producer extraordinaire, thank you very much for keeping this ship going in the right direction. This is J-Town, Justin Krzyzewski, signing off from Wittenberg, where the final score, the Wittenberg-Birnamwood Chargers 40, the Spencer Columbus Rockets nothing. You've been watching Spencer Columbus football on Zaleski Sports.